Hey Clashers, you might remember this video right here where I called the throwers broken when they were released to the game. Something I did underestimate though is how difficult they were to use for a lot of players, so super set above them because apparently the overall hit rate wasn't too great. I don't mind whatsoever. For me, they were working before the change, and now they're working even better after those balance changes. So let's dive into the Legend League and use this top thrower strategy to smash some bases. But before we're diving into the live attacks in Legends, I want to show you the basics with this replay. Like, what do you have to look out for with this strategy if you want to play it on your own? And we're starting with the beginning, and that is the Fireball. The Fireball has to set up the pathing. It is not about getting the most crazy value. Yes, you can have that at the same time as well. But the most crucial thing is that you want to take down buildings which might be in range of your throwers, and you want to just have them gone so they're pushing into the right direction. And for me, that is this Expo down here. Because this Expo is going to clear all of those buildings surrounding it. And this means not just the hook tower is gone, but even more important, we have the funnel set for our throwers. If we're going to enter now from this left side, they can reach that scatter. We can wall break in once into the multi-arch tower, and then wall break again into the air defense, and we are already half our way into the base. We're going to use then the ice golem, the second ice golem, and as well the arch queen to funnel that then on the other side, and we have everything going in now. Titan, golem, our second ice golem then as well, and as well as the king and the throwers. We're having as well an ice block spell in this army composition, which you can use for two things. First off, the king to make sure that he's pushing strong and getting into the core so we can use the earthquake boots. And the second thing is for the root riders inside our siege machine. And that is really the crucial part. We are taking advantage of the combination of the rage gem, of the nerf walls, and the regular wall breaks, which are in every single barrel. Because take a look at that, we're opening all of those compartments with those regular wall breaks from the barrels, so we don't need anything different in the beginning to open up the compartments. And as soon as we're getting to the end of our barrels getting thrown into the base, that's then where we have root riders in there, which can open up the back end so our throwers can really reach everything. Because throwers typically have two issues. The first one is, well, they can't get through walls and they're really annoying slow at doing that. So having a wall break, having the root riders on the back end, all of those things are helping quite a bit to make this not an issue anymore. And the second thing is just the funneling, and this is solved then with the fireball of really pushing them into the right direction. And you can already see on this attack, we're not going to use the Royal Champion. We're going to try to see that if we can do that in every single attack right now, because because throwers are just so incredibly strong now. And I mean, I still stand by what I said earlier, like last year, to be honest. Like when they were released, they are just insanely strong. People were just not catching up to it. And the reason why I didn't want to do videos about it, because as soon as you're uploading something where the YouTube community disagrees, you're going to get crazy comments. So why should I risk that? Like, no point in doing that, right? But I hope that I can show you in this video that throwers right now are one of the strongest strategies in the entire game, and might even deserve like a 10 out of 10 power score ranking or something like that, because this is just ridiculous. And it's just the perfect combination between the barrel siege, where you're going to open up the compartments in the beginning with the wall breaks inside that siege, as well having the test loons, which are getting thrown in there. And then on the back end, you're going to have the root riders to open up the entire back end, so the attack looks easy. So let's dive into the live attacks to make sure that we're getting some 3 stars. Let's go. I mean, this attack is just so much fun. We just keep crushing bases. We have the next base. Where are we going to fireball? That's to me the main question. We have the option of going for the fire spitter, maybe. That would be an insane value. That would be great. I think we have to use 3 invis. I will use the ice block spell. I like to use the ice block spell for the push, but I feel like on this one I will just go safe. Like this over here. Fireball now. Oh my, this fireball looked insane. Let's go. Okay, with that fireball setup, we should be good to go to swag the Royal Gem, right? Right? Okay, let's see. So, queen in here. We have the throwers now in here. Let's use the golem. King as well. Can wall break into the core. Wall break the queen in here, so we're having the fire spirit as well. Let's go, let's go. As I'm getting further into the attack, I'm keep noticing it that this is not the best setup base, by the way. But I don't care. We're swaying the royal chip anyways. I don't mind. I don't mind if it's not the best base. It's just a little bit easier then. So we have the rage for the core. Where are my root riders, by the way? Are they already? Oh, there's the root. Okay, there are the root riders. That's perfect for us. Nice, nice. Keep that warden alive. Let's use another rage. Can still use that queen ability. The queen is following the root riders, which is actually quite nice because those roots are opening the walls for my action figure now. That is looking amazing. Let's go. The warden aura. Keep everything raged up. We still have another rage for us. I still have some support troops. Can I already use some archers somewhere maybe? Not really. One thrower went alone, which is not perfect. The warden buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop, go alone. That is not your main job. Why is he going alone? What is he? Buddy! No. He's not enjoying whatever I'm giving him. But he's somehow staying alive. How is he staying alive, by the way? Just asking for a friend. That's crazy. How is he staying alive there? We don't have another wall break, unfortunately. But that should be fine, right? That should be totally fine. With the action figure in here as well. We have the poison for the defending... What is it? The warden. Okay. My own wardens keep going. We still have wizards and such. So let's see. Now we're good to go. We're good to go. We're just using the poison. Wasn't the craziest overkill, to be honest. But I am totally fine with that. I mean, that was a fun attack nonetheless. And those cores, I feel like that's the biggest weakness of the throwers. Like, if a core is too wide and they're spreading too much, I think that's the only weakness they have. But even versus those type of bases, you can obviously swag the royal champion. Remember, those attack, like this attack, might have looked close, but consider again, we have just entirely swagged the royal champion. So, yeah, I mean, give it a try. I already said since the beginning when the thrower was released that it's in a really broken troop to some degree because the range is just working so much different than everything else we kind of have in the game. And it's kind of like ignoring a lot of rules when it comes down to base building. But people were not able to really utilize that because it's not that easy to use. But it's just so crazy powerful. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya and bye-bye. We're going to try to put everything which we have just learned into this next attack. So, first off, where are we going to fireball? I think there are a couple of options of what we could go for. Clan cast is typically always something nice to go for. But on this attack, I mean, this bottom side somehow looks really nice. But I would need to get the fireball onto that bitter hut. And even then, I'm not sure if it's the best value. I would just go from somewhere on the top side, right? So let's just do that. Warden up here. I hope that's... I did put Sneezy too close. That's not great. I would just accept that we're losing it. It's not nice. Like, that's really bad. But okay, we're going to try our best nonetheless. So, that's doing healers. They should be out of range. How are we going to get the fireball right? I will... do it like this. Fireball. Oh, I somehow did not get that single front tower. Let's see if we can still make it. Warden, please go for the single front tower. Thank you. Nice. Now the thrower back to the job. Nice. Okay, looking good, looking good. Even though we have lost Sneezy, we just need to be extra careful with like red mines, but that should be alright. Let's get this in here. We have one ice golem for that. King. The ice golem. Valkyrie. Wall break. Now the next test loon. We have as well test loons inside the siege machine, which we're going to use right now. So that's good. Oh no! Nothing's going for the single front tower. That's not good. I think the thrower should go there eventually, right? I will use the king ability early. because with that, we can hopefully avoid the issue we have currently, but that's okay. Nice. We have now the Root Riders in there, so walls should be no issue anymore. That's really good. We can still overgrowth my king. If we need the tanking, I will just do that right now. We have as well hit the Root Riders, so they should stay alive, which is amazing for us. We can overgrow. We can rage up again. Walls are again getting open. Like, this siege is so crazy strong now. With, like, walls having less hit points. As well, Root Riders for the back end, obviously. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's just raise this up right now. And we can use the wizard down here. Throwers should get the rest of the base, especially with the Warden Aura, with the Rage Gem. I mean, throwers are just insane. And remember, we're right now swagging the Royal Champion while we have lost one of the most crucial pets early on. I mean, if that is not really showcasing how crazy good this strategy is, I don't know. I think people were really sleeping on the throwers and didn't really know how to utilize them and like what to look out for. But if you can play them, like if you're good enough to funnel them, push them into the right direction and such, they are right now low-key crazy good. But okay, let's just do another attack. Let's go.